Hello students, I am Mohammad Kamran Halil from YouTube channel The Physics Gurus. Today we will discuss the velocity time graph related with the topics kinematics, O-level physics 5054. So let we start. The first graph related with the velocity time graph, the table is given, the values are given in the table. The velocity is 0. So what does it mean? Can anyone tell? Okay, that is fine. The velocity means 0. That the object is at rest, it's not moving, it's stationary, it's at rest. So if I will draw the graph, I will get a straight line which is on the x-axis, which is on the time axis. So whenever we will get this graph, we will get the two parameters related with this graph. The velocity is 0 and acceleration is 0. The second graph, the object is still moving but its velocity is not changing. So it means whenever there is no change in velocity, it means that there is no acceleration. The values are given, the time is passing, but the velocity is 30. So it means that the graph is a straight line, but this line will be above the x-axis, above the time axis. Whatever the value will be given, so we will draw a straight line over here. So then we will say that velocity is constant, velocity is steady, velocity is uniform, and the acceleration is 0. I have already explained why the acceleration will be 0. The reason that there is no change in velocity. Then the graph number 3. In the graph number 3, you can see that there is uniform change in velocity 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So whenever the velocity will change uniformly with respect to uniform change in time, it means that it will represent the constant acceleration. The value of the acceleration will remain same. I have calculated for that value for the simplicity. So acceleration is, in the beginning the object was at rest, obviously the graph will start from the origin as you can see, and then the graph will be a straight line. The graph will be a straight line, it will represent that the acceleration is constant because the slope is constant, the gradient is constant. Graph number 4. In graph number 4, you can observe that the velocity which is given 0, 2, 5, 9, 14 and 20. And I have shown the increase in velocity as well. For the first 1 second, there is increase in velocity of 2 meter per second, followed by the 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter and then 6 meter. It means that velocity is increasing at increasing rate. After every 1 second, the velocity is increasing 1 meter per second. So we have calculated the acceleration 0, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 and so on. It means that now the graph will be a curve but in this direction. So we will write down the two parameters. The velocity is increasing non-uniformly and acceleration is also increasing. Non-uniform acceleration. So this one is the uniform acceleration. This is the non-uniform acceleration. So you have to differentiate between the curves related with the uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. The next one is graph number 5. The values are given in the table and I have calculated the acceleration as well. Now what you will observe in the acceleration is decreasing. But what about the velocity? You can see that velocity is 0, 6, 11, 15, 18, 20. Velocity is still increasing. But I have calculated the rate of increase of the velocity as well. In the first 1 second, the velocity increases 6 meter per second. Then I have taken off my pedal on the accelerator and pressed it more gently. I am pressing it. It means that I am increasing the speed. I am increasing the velocity, but not with the harder force. So it means that in the beginning, the change in velocity, the increase in velocity was 6, and then with the passage of time, the increase in velocity is decreasing. So misinterpretation related with this graph, the 2 points which normally students write down, that velocity is decreasing and acceleration is also decreasing. Not at all. You will write down velocity is increasing non-uniformly and acceleration decreases. So this curve will be representing the decrease in acceleration. Then the graph number 6, increasing deceleration. Now why we will call this increasing deceleration? The simple reason, with respect to time, you can observe at this time there is a maximum velocity and at this time the velocity is decreasing. So whenever there is decrease in velocity, we will say that there is a deceleration. So for this, we will write down increasing deceleration and velocity decreases. Graph number 7. In graph number 7, the curve is like this. So 2 parameter, velocity decreases and deceleration also decreases. Now again, I will re-explain the circle logic with respect to VT graph. I have divided this graph into 4 segments. So the right hand side will always represent increase. Now keep one thing in your mind. If the velocity is decreasing, it means that increasing deceleration. If velocity is increasing with respect to time, then it will represent the increasing acceleration. Similarly, at this point, I will write down now this curve will represent the decreasing. The logic I have already explained. For this curve, I have explained the logic in this table. So decreasing acceleration, but velocity is increasing, and decreasing velocity and the decreasing deceleration. So whenever there is change in velocity which is decreasing, we will use the term deceleration. Whenever time increases and velocity increases, we will use the term acceleration. So now we will go through the comparison of the distance time graph and velocity time graph.